This has something very funny in it. Ooh. Dropping low again. I don't know, my internet's going to be, I guess there's no easier way to say this. It's going to be bipolar tonight. Because I just dropped down the triple digits. Now it's going down the doubles. Yeah, I don't think it knows what it wants to do. Okay. This pond right here is very funny. So, if you use any rod here, any of the rods, this pond, I believe, has, well, it used to have nothing but Magikarp. I guess it has Gyarados now too. But I could be mistaken. It might be a platinum thing. It could be. But that Gyarados is only level 30, so who knows? Okay, no, it isn't. Okay, it is a platinum thing only. Okay. So, in Pokemon Platinum, if you use the Super Rod, here in this pond in particular, you can only find Magikarp. But, it could be anywhere from level 1 to level 100. I'm being serious. You could potentially fish up a level 99 Magikarp and have a level 100 Gyarados that easily. I've seen people, by the way, I have a fun challenge that we could potentially get 3 people on with. It requires a ROM of Pokemon Emerald. However, the entire map is randomized. So every time you go into a warp zone, which is a house, Pokemon Center, name it, you'll end up somewhere completely random. So for example, I might go into the Pokemon Center in Oldale Town and end up right in front of Rayquaza with a level 5 starter. And the challenge goes, we would have to, the person who wins is the person who finds all 8 gyms, all 4 Elite Four members, and the champion, and fights and defeats them in order. If it sounds like chaos, that's because it is. I almost used Shadow Ball on a normal type. Anyway. Game Freak had to have known that B-Barrel is the best HM slave in all of Pokemon. Because aside from Fly, it can learn every single HM. Well, correction. Aside from Fly and Defog in this game, it can learn every single HM. That's why when HMs were still a thing, it would be my go-to. That shouldn't be allowed. Using a ghost type move on a normal type. But I love playing around with his ability. Thank you for not fooling me into thinking you were just a normal NPC, and then you turn around and battle me. But I will also explain something else. So yes, Lucario was my main back in Smash Bros. Brawl. However, in Smash 4, it had gotten nerfed so hard that I just did not like using him anymore. And then Ultimate more or less returned him to how he used to be. There's still a few nerfs that they kept in for him, but he's a very tactical character. Since he has his own special revenge factor. Meaning that not only can he get rage, he can also he also builds up aura. And the more aura he builds up, the more knockback he has. So, the Reaper Cloth. That is a cool held item. What it does is you trade a Dusclops holding it, and it will grant you its evolution, Dusknoir. One of the tankiest ghost types to have ever existed. That being said, Dusclops with an Eviolite, speaking of Dusclops, Dusclops with an Eviolite is still better. Because the Eviolite is probably one of the biggest mistake of items that they have ever made. What it does is it multiplies the Pokemon's special defense by 1.5. Physical defense and special defense by 1.5. If it can still evolve. In some cases, it makes some Pokemon better than they normally would be. Dusclops is one example. Another example is Chansey. Then another one is Porygon 2. Yes, it doesn't hit as hard as Porygon Z, but it absolutely tanks almost anything that it takes to its face, making it very viable. So, you are starting to get up there, so I need you to lead now so you get more experience. Yeah, let's go on the rest of Route 229. Water route, because of course. But yes, I love that little Easter egg there in the resort area. If you're playing Platinum and you fish in that spot with a Super Rod, you can get a Magikarp that can be anywhere from level 1 to level 100. However, if you get a Magikarp at level 100, it's kind of useless to you. But still, getting a 90 level Pokemon that evolves into Gyarados, that can hard carry you through the rest of the game. If you somehow, like if you do the map randomizer and you end up here, it's actually a boon. Because, let me tell you something. The whole level thing, where your badges dictate whether or not a Pokemon will listen to you, that doesn't apply after Gen 2. It only applies to Pokemon that are traded. So Pokemon that were not originally yours. That is actually how it works. So long as you're the original trainer, it doesn't matter how high its level is, it will listen to you. I love Disc. Let's create a water type. Make it suck in everything except speed and call it a day. Lapras, and I'm plus 2 attack, so... Still not enough. Of course, I'm not surprised. Lapras is the epitome of bulky water types. Where are you carrying all that money? That's not how this works. Swimmers don't carry a lot of money. Had a ladybug land on my hand. That's interesting. Oh, Seal and Dugong, how I wish you were better. You got outclassed by a Pokemon that was very similar to you. Even though I know Dugong is a manatee, but you still get what I mean. The Spheal line did it better. They were water ice to begin with. Just as bulky, but they hit harder and were slower. Oof. That's a horrible matchup. Alright, Stormy. You know what? You haven't had much action lately. You know, if anything, I can use those as selling fodder. Carbos. Well, I know who that's going to. Looks like I maxed out attack on Lucario, so it's speed. Tell who, the swimmers? No shirt, no shoes, no service! And there goes my ping again. I always choked on my drink. Not good. Ooh. Ooh, that didn't feel good. Lantern. Yet another Pokemon I wish was better. Because its typing is phenomenal. A water electric type? No, their growth is stunted. All my Pokemon are level 1. It's because I'm using the fear strategy. Yeah! Ooh, I can actually do that in this game. The fear strategy. A move like use a focus sash, or have the ability sturdy. And then here's what you do. Then you use Endeavor to make your opponent's HP equal to yours, and then you use Quick Attack. And then add insult to injury. Aron is a worse offender of this because Sturdy is renewable if you give it the Shell Bell. Because whenever you use Endeavor, you'll get all your HP back. It'll just start a never-ending cycle because it's only level 1. Almost any move will almost defeat it in one hit. It's one of the cheekiest strategies in all of Pokemon. And we came full circle. We're back to the fight area now. Okay, I was about to say, I don't remember if there's a mark here or not. Don't need that many more of those. I know I'm running low on these. Should be good now. And might as well top myself off. Okay, so we did not go north last time. Ah, I forgot that. Yeah. Oh, the Bellsprout line. Probably one of the more underrated grass types. Trap, pinch, and execute, huh? Execute Order 66. Unnecessary critical on the Vibrava. Sure.